I'm Eddie Field, and this is your Field Guide to DIY, where we give you suggestions, tips, and tools to help your DIY project go easier and quicker, helping you save time and money. This week, I wanted to share with you just a little insight as to my life. I'm deathly afraid of heights. I mean, I'm terrified of heights. Once I get on a ladder, and talking about a 10, 12 foot or above, my knees start wobbling, my heart rate starts escalating, and my respiration is starting to sweat, the whole 9 yards. And so I wanted to find out if it would be possible to clean my gutters without ever getting up on a ladder. I found this gizmo online, and this is a 40-foot extension for a pressure washer. Because my theory is, and it came with these attachments that you see here, this would be a 90 degree or thereabouts, almost a 180 degree hook. There's a 45 at the end of a long wand, and it also came with 7 tips of various degrees of spraying. But the way this works is, you see the long hose here, this feeds up through the center of the pipe. So once you put your threaded extension tube on there, seats on there, and then this tightens on around and get that ready for spraying. You release the clasp and extend it, and you're gonna see it go up the tube until it bottoms out or sets in that place. Then we move on to the next section and extend this one all the way so that when it's fully extended like now, we have upwards of 14 feet of spray capability on the end of our pressure washer. So that you can easily see that with this tube on the end of this wand, I could really reach up and spray down into the gutter. This was my theory. So I did just that. I put on several of the tips to see what had the best capability of knocking out those leaves and the dirt that were so caked in my gutters. And so I did that, and I applied the pressure, and you can see just how full my gutters were. So I tried that, and it didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. So I climbed up on the ladder and scooped out as much of the dirt and muck and leaves as possible. If you're a gardener, this soil was so rich, I really hated to throw it away. This would be great in a tomato bed. So ultimately, I had to get up on the ladder and scoop the stuff out. But there was still some section over the deck stairs that I could not get to with the ladder. And I just did not feel comfortable getting up there. And so I put on the straight tip, and none of the tips that were included were strong enough to really knock it out the way I needed it to. And so I used the Ryobi bullet tip that came with my pressure washer, slapped that in there, and was able to get underneath as far as I could from that direction. Then I still couldn't get to the far edge, to the far corner, so I set up my 40-foot extension ladder, climbed on up there, shaking like a leaf the whole time. Shaking like a leaf, get it? And you notice my daughter holds the ladder the way you're supposed to. I climb up the ladder, scooping out as far as I needed to, and then actually had to run the pressure washer sprayer down the downspout because with all the sediment and leaves, I had caked up or clogged up the downspout. And so I blew that out as well. Then once the gutter was clear of all its debris and dirt, I decided to really clean it well. And so I got the hook attachment on there once again and really gave it a good cleaning. I think I had let it go too long in that I had not cleaned these gutters in over a year. Whereas in the future, if I just use this wand and this attachment with either one of the tips that come with it or the Ryobi bullet, I'll be able to keep those gutters clear of debris and leaves because maintenance is going to keep me off the ladder. I hope this helps. For more tool tips and projects, click the image on your screen now. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, be sure to subscribe too.